behind his intended receiver, Decker, and he couldn't hold on.
Decker down here at the bottom of the screen. You'd like to see Geno make a little bit more accurate throw, put it on his body so he can protect himself. We touched on that earlier in their game about giving on Aaron Rodgers' touchdown pass to Cobb, putting it on the body of the receiver so the defender can't get through and knock the ball out. That time they're behind. Decker reaches back and gives him an opportunity to knock it loose.
Randall Cobb back at his own 24-yard line for the punt from Ryan Quigley. And we get whistles and flags on the far side of the field.
Well, I know back here will be a delay.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So it'll be a 4th and 12 now, and the Jets are backed off 5 yards. Under pressure, Quigley gets off a nice floater. The 25-yard line, spinning away from one tackler and then another, Randall Cobb, across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. 9:25 to play in the third quarter in Lambeau. We'll continue with the NFL on CBS.
Papa John, pizza maker. Peyton Manning, playmaker.
So how long you been making pizza?
Over 30 years.
You ever get tired of it?
You ever get tired of throwing touchdown passes?
Good point.
Come on, man.
Up your game with our new kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza, only $10. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
Better football.
Papa John's.
The all-new TLX from Acura.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we're missing the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
Madam Secretary, we have a problem.
Drone images just show fire and rubble. We need to take direct action.
That's not protocol.
I'm not big on protocol. I came here to do the job that you said only I could do. Let me do it.
Madam Secretary, next Sunday.
The 2 New York Jet quarterbacks, Geno Smith, number 7, Michael Vick, number 1. But it's the Jet defense that has to begin to figure out Aaron Rodgers now. You and I were talking, Trent. They really haven't been able to run on this Jet defense.
Yeah, as much as they tried, especially that last series, 2 out of the 3 plays were running plays, trying to move the ball on the ground hasn't been working.
Rodgers, far side of the field. Diving catch made at the first down marker by Jordy Nelson. Boy, he is something.
Well, and that's the thing. They just have a great combination. He's made 2 or 3 catches like that today where the ball's behind him. He extends and catches it with his hands, securing the catch. Even though that's a quick throw where Aaron Rodgers is getting the ball out of his hands quickly, you can see the pressure that's being caused by the Jets. That's why you can't push the ball up the field. You just got to keep to the short throws and get the ball out of your hands quickly.
And the Jets can't get to Aaron Rodgers fast enough to avoid those quick throws.
Beta, ready, set.
On first down, this is Lacy. And Lacy across the 45, bulls his way to the 48-yard line. Geno Smith, a touchdown and an interception. And Aaron Rodgers, the leading rusher for the Green Bay Packers. Decker with 4 for 63, and Jordy Nelson with 5 for 77.
Well, and that last carry by Lacy was his biggest run of the day.
And that was a 4-yarder, 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Lacy. And Lacy very close to another Packer first down. It is. So Eddie Lacy up to 17 yards rushing now. This is John Kuhn, the fullback.
Well, great job by our crew all day long. You guys at home can hear Aaron Rodgers at the line of scrimmage with his cadence, with the things that he's changing at the line of scrimmage. It's changing protections, changing to runs, getting out of runs, going to passes. And some of that stuff is just dummy calls. So great job by our crew letting you guys know at home what's going on.
30 stone it. Hey, statue. 5-2's Mike. Ready, ready. Set. Loose. 319. 399. Beta. 5-2's Mike. Ready, ready. Set.
Rodgers taking a shot down the far sideline, and he's got his man. Jordy Nelson once again. First down, Green Bay.
Jordy Nelson 1-on-1 down the sidelines. He thinks he has safety help over the top. The Jets are in cover 2. Pryor's out there. Calvin Pryor is a safety that's supposed to be over there giving him a little help. And Aaron Rodgers does a nice job of throwing that firm ball up the sideline to attack cover 2.
First and goal. Packers looking for their first lead of the day. Rodgers floats left, throwing, incomplete. Intended for Randall Cobb. He was in the end zone, covered by DeJuan Landry.
And for the viewers at home, when you hear Aaron Rodgers yell out, 52 is Mike, 52 is Mike, that's something for the offensive line to understand who Mike or who Aaron Rodgers is declaring as the Mike linebacker, so they know in their protection schemes who they're turning to, who they're blocking with.
17. 5-2. 5-2's Mike. Ready, ready. Set.
Low snap. Rodgers handles it, dances out of the pocket, looking, throwing at the goal line, and he's ruled out of bounds just short of the goal line. Davante Adams, the rookie from Fresno State.
All the more impressive here is the fact that Davante Adams is able to get open. The Jets only rushed 3 that time, dropping 8 into coverage.
Rodgers says touchdown. Officials say no. They're from the half-yard line. Rodgers rolls, throws, touchdown. Randall Cobb. Second touchdown of the afternoon for Randall Cobb. His 3rd of the season. And for the first time today, the Packers are in the lead. And with a 1-point lead, Mike McCarthy says, let's go for 2.
And this is a smart decision. You know, right there you see Cobb one-on-one on the outside. Aaron does a rollout to get away from the pressure. Gives him a nice throw to the outside where the defender can't get to it. And as you said, Greg, going for 2 to give him a field goal lead.
Quick pass, goal line. The 2-point conversion is there. Randall Cobb once again. And this game has officially gone to Chippy as penalty markers fly.
Well, they're going to get Wilkerson for throwing punches.
And there's a helmet that's being removed. More penalty flags. Sheldon Richardson walking off the field without his helmet.
More likely than not, there may end up being a couple guys thrown out here for throwing punches.
Walt Anderson has a little deciphering to do on the field as the officials get together.
Well, that was always the confusing part to me when guys are throwing punches and they're wearing their helmets, so you're basically just hitting them in the helmet.
Well, it looked like someone removed Sheldon Richardson's helmet for him.
Well, I think that was tight end Andrew Corliss for the Packers. He's the one that had a hand in the face mask and was carrying it around, and he may ultimately be taken off the field as well. Although he didn't throw a punch, so
he's got that going.
So he's got that going for him. He's got a jet helmet, but
here's Walt Anderson.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 91 of the defense. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 96 of the defense. That penalty will be enforced. Number 96 is disqualified.
Wow, so Muhammad Wilkerson has been tossed out of the game.
Well, and Wilkerson was the one that was, as I said, inexplicably, you can see him right here. He throws a punch, and he comes back and he'll throw another one right there.
Let's take a break.
What does T-Mobile have that AT&T doesn't? Get 4 lines for just $100. With unlimited talk, text, and now up to 10 gigabytes of 4G LTE data. So much for AT&T's best ever family pricing. T-Mobile's got 4 lines for $100. Up to 10 gigabytes of 4G LTE data. So make the switch to T-Mobile. We'll even buy you out of your service contract. So you can get 4 lines for $100 today.
The all-new TLX from Acura.
CSI season premiere on its new night, CBS Sunday, September 28th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Miller Lite. Back in its original look, it's Miller time. And by Wendy's.
5:45 to play in now a contentious third quarter, and let's go back and take a look. And it starts with, looks like Sheldon Richardson, number 91, right there.
And now we know why Corliss took his helmet off. He had his helmet grabbed first.
Now number 96, Muhammad Wilkerson, throwing lefts and rights at Josh Sitton, and that cost him the rest of the game.
He's smiling now, but that fine check that comes in the middle of the week, that isn't going to be good. That isn't anything to smile about.
Rex Ryan explaining to Richardson just what he did wrong. Meanwhile, on the kickoff, Salim Hakeem deep in his own territory, looking for running room up the sideline. And out of bounds, looks like short of the 25-yard line.
And let's not forget, Wilkerson was the team MVP a year ago. He's a force in that defensive front four for the Jets. So that's a huge loss, not only in his pocketbook, but for this defense.
You are talking about arguably the best player on the New York Jet defense.
And he was smiling about it. So that just tells you the perspective, what's going to happen for some of the discussions he has with Rex this week.
Chris Johnson in the backfield. Jets down for the first time today. Geno Smith with time over the middle. Wide open is Cumberland, the tight end, for a first down. Clock continues to run, 5:20 to play here in the third. Last time the Jets lost a game where they had an 18-point lead, the 2002 season against the Cleveland Browns. Smith, plenty of time. Almost lost his footing and throws it nowhere. No one on that side of the field. Second and 10.
They've had a lot of success going to Eric Decker today, so don't shy away from him on this, Geno. You've been leaning on him all day long.
Micah Hyde still missing from that secondary. This is Chris Johnson. Johnson across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. A.J. Hawk in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And really, if you're Mike McCarthy and Dom Capers, you have to be happy with the Green Bay defense after giving up over 200 yards rushing a week ago to Seattle. Today, keeping Chris Ivory at 36 yards and Chris Johnson at 13 so far to this point.
Smith stepping up. Can he escape? Tosses it over the middle. Bilal Powell, and Powell inside the 40-yard line of the Green Bay Packers for a Jets first down. Great awareness by Smith.
That's not a good sign, seeing Eric Decker grabbing his hamstring, limping off the field, but nice job by Geno, stepping up in the pocket, spinning away, and finding his receivers. He had that happen earlier in the game when he was under pressure. He knew where his check down was. He got his head over there and got the ball to him. Same thing happens there. Gets the check down, is able to get the big first down.
You can see Eric Decker trying to stretch out that right leg. Here's Chris Johnson around the left side to about the 35. That's Decker a couple of plays ago.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. It's not a cramp. When something like that happens, it generally, you know, it's not a cramping type thing, because it would lock up on you more than what he's reacting to. So you could see him motion to the trainers. He wanted one of those massage or rolling sticks to try and loosen it up.
2nd and 7. Smith on the move, trying to turn the corner, and tiptoes the sideline before he's out of bounds. He's marked out, looks like, at about the 34. Looks to be about 5 yards short of a first down. And Eric Decker back onto the field and still reaching back for that hamstring.
He's still grabbing onto it, so that's something I have to keep an eye on, and if anything, he could be a decoy for the other guys.
3rd and 6. Deep drop for Geno Smith throwing, and it is batted down. Devon House. Pass intended for Jeremy Curley. And Nick Folk is coming onto the field to attempt what will be a pretty lengthy field goal.
Well, Geno has some room to lay this out in front of Curley. You can see he just leaves a little bit behind and allows House a chance. Almost gets the interception. If he leads him, there's nobody over there, because on the backside, Decker would run a deep post, running out that backside coverage.
This from 52 yards. Nick Folk has made 3 consecutive from 50 or more. On its way. Looks good. And we're tied. From 52 yards out, Nick Folk right through the uprights. We're tied at 24.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome.
My parents are gonna love you. Hope you like smoked Gouda chicken.
Gouda? You never said this was a dinner. Gouda? Wendy's.
Oh, no.
Milady.
These are my flowers.
Gouda. Hold on. I can't stop saying words.
Try Wendy's new smoked Gouda chicken. Tender chicken with smoked Gouda, Dijon aioli, and caramelized onion sauce on a soft brioche bun.
Now that's better.
Now kids' meals just $1.99 after 4.
So what we're looking for is a way to plus our accounting firm's mobile plan.
And minus our expenses.
Perfect timing. We're offering our best ever pricing on mobile plans for business.
Run the numbers on that.
Well, unlimited talk and text and 10 gigs of data for the 5 of you would be
$175 a month.
Good calculating, Kyle.
Good job, Kyle.
You just made partner.
Our best ever pricing on mobile share value plans for business. Now with a $100 bill credit for every business line you add.
We have a combined IQ of nearly 700. We're a million miles from normal.
Homeland Security.
I need you and your team.
500,000 kilowatts. We're in. All right.
You expect me to sit in this car while planes right over us?
No, you're going to be standing up through the sunroof.
Oh.
Scorpion, September 22nd.
As Eric Decker gets worked on the sidelines, the Jets 8 plays, 42 yards. The 52-yard field goal by Nick Folk pulls the Jets even with Green Bay at 24. DeJuan Harris is deep. And bouncing into and out of the end zone, Green Bay will start from its own 20. Tonight on 60 Minutes, why is Alabama's college football team a perennial powerhouse? Hear from its coach, Nick Saban, tonight only on 60 Minutes. My first guess, Trent, is that they have really good football players.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
Muhammad Wilkerson gone from the game. Number 78, Leger Douzable, in at defensive end for the Jets. And the work on Decker continues. The Packers have scored on 5 of their last 6 drives. 3 field goals, 2 touchdowns. Rodgers with time, down the sideline, has his man, Jordy Nelson. Nelson on his way. Yards and the touchdown and the lead.
Watch the double move that Jordy Nelson does on D. Milliner. Does a little out and up. Aaron Rodgers hits it right in that hole again with the safety over the top. Jordy with the cutback, and he starts celebrating about the 20. Doesn't put his hand up to the 10, but he knew he was in at about the 20, 25.
Jordy Nelson, a career high 190 yards rushing on the day. The extra point is good. There was a tie that didn't last long at all. .13 seconds to be exact.
Well, the Packers are in big personnel, so they've got 2 tight ends. So that means there's only the safety in the middle of the field. There's no other wide receiver on the field for the safety to help out with. Calvin Pryor tries getting over the top. He knows that's the only deep threat. He just takes a poor angle and allows Jordy to cut back for the touchdown. With no other vertical threat on that side of the field, he needs to be helping more over the top to that side, because with big personnel group, you know you've got somebody running with the tight end, so you're not worried about him stretching the field. You need to worry about 87.
That was the rookie, Calvin Pryor, the rookie safety. The Rodgers to Nelson hookup is alive and kicking here in Lambeau today. Hakeem will not run it out of the end zone. It'll be the Jets from their own 20-yard line with 2:08 to play in the third quarter. Aaron Rodgers now 22 of 37 for 322 and 3 touchdowns.
Well, that's generally what they try and do. If they're going to do those underneath throws, they've had a lot of success with the short throws, the 10-yard throws, 5-yard throws, occasionally a 12-yard throw here and there. And that's why Milliner jumps on it. He's used to seeing those short throws all day, and with a big personnel group, the hard play fake, that gives Aaron Rodgers the time, gives Jordy Nelson the time to do that double move, and with an accurate throw upfield, that's 6 points.
We have a penalty marker on the field on the play, and the officials gathered at the 5-yard line to talk about it.
There are 2 fouls. Offsides, number 55 of the kicking team. That penalty is declined. After the play, taunting, number 24 of the kicking team. That 15-yard penalty would be enforced from the 20-yard line by rule because of the touchback. First down, New York.
So that penalty is on Green Bay's Jarrett Bush. And Aaron Rodgers in a celebratory mood. Who can blame him?
There's his little skip. He's been known to do that little skip every now and then when he gets a touchdown.
So the Jets now start from their own 35 thanks to the penalty. And this is Chris Ivory. And Ivory, no, there's a penalty marker in the backfield.
Illegal hands, hands to the face, number 76, defense. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
That call is on Mike Daniels.
Well, I think everybody was pretty sure that was going to be offensive holding. It kind of caught everybody off guard.
And there's the taunting call after the kickoff. And Geno Smith goes down, and we have another penalty marker. And this looks like a holding call.
Holding, number 67, offense. That penalty is declined. It's second down.
That's second-year guard Brian Winters. And Mike Daniels got the sack.
He's the left guard right here. You're going to see Daniels just beat him, throw him to the inside, and Winters just grabs him. Winters just grabs around and tackles him.
You know, that's pretty impressive when you get the sack after you've been held. Minute and a half to play in the third. Second and long yardage. Smith with time, deep down the sideline and out of bounds. Greg Salas, the nearest receiver. It is 3rd and 17.
Well, we have to remember that Eric Decker is not in the game. That he's standing over on the sideline. You can see his hands on his hips, but his helmet is on. So I don't know if that's a coach's decision not putting him in, but they had been working on his hamstring last series, and taking a shot up the field, that generally has gone in the direction of Decker all day long.
Smith. Quick pass, almost intercepted, incomplete. Let's go down to Evan Washburn. Evan.
Eric Decker with the athletic trainers. It was a deep massage on that right leg. He then was put behind and brought back out, and he was trying to do some short sprints. He looked like he was in obvious discomfort, but as you saw, he had his helmet. He was available for that series, but they seem to clearly be working on that right leg.
All right, Evan, thank you. And on fourth down, high punt, fair catch called for, and made at the 20-yard line by Randall Cobb. So that's where the Packers will resume their attack, leading 31-24. Headlines of this day around the National Football League, there have been plenty. How about Washington quarterback Robert Griffin III? A dislocated ankle. Kirk Cousins led Washington to victory. The Cleveland Browns, Billy Cundiff, a game-winning field goal. They knock off the New Orleans Saints, and those of you who are worried about whether the New England Patriots would ever win again, relax. 30-7. The Patriots claim their first win of the season.
Kirk Cousins steps in and does a nice job. You mentioned RG3's injury. Goes in, has a solid day, leading into a big win.
He just seems star-crossed, doesn't he?
Just needs that opportunity, and it looks like with that type of injury, he's going to have an extended opportunity.
2nd and 10 as Rodgers throws incomplete. So what is the difference, Trent, between what we saw from the New York Jets in the first half and what we're seeing now?
Well, I think you go back to this last series. You know, that was a miserable series for them. They have the penalty that gets them back. They have the holding, or they have the sack that they give up. Then on 2nd down, instead of trying to get a chunky yardage back, they try pushing it 30 yards up the field, and it leaves them in 3rd and long. So they got to get back into managing those down and distances better.
2nd and 10. Lacy. And Calvin Pryor, the hard-hitting safety, was in. Rex created a little stir this week, didn't he? Talking about Calvin Pryor and Ha-Ha Clinton Dix.
Yeah, he had one of his all-time quotes there. He wanted the guy that'll knock your face in. So
intercepted in the middle of the field, picked off by David Harris. And there's a penalty marker on the far side of the field. Aaron Rodgers very interested in how this call is going to go, and he says it's against the Jets.
"12 men on the defensive team. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. It'll be 3rd down."
You know what? This is where they're going to catch them, is these guys right here at the top of the screen. They don't get off the field. Aaron Rodgers gets to a quick snap. And that's where that 12th man, this is just an ugly interception. He tries throwing it in between 3 guys, doesn't see the underneath coverage of the linebacker dropping out. But by doing the quick snap, that's what catches the Jets in their personnel change and ultimately saves them from that interception.
.32 seconds to play in the 3rd, 3rd and 4. Rodgers on the slant and threads the needle to Davante Adams. That's enough for a 1st down out to the Green Bay 31.
And Davante Adams had a couple of nice catches today where he's had to control his body, control the ball, and keep it away from the defender. He's done a nice job of protecting things.
Ready? Sit up. 319. 358.
And time runs down on Aaron Rodgers here in the 3rd quarter before he can get the snap off. That is the end of 3 with the score. 31-24 Pack. We'll be back after this message and a word from your local station.
The Big Brother jurors return.
What?
To mess with. The Final 5.
It's gonna be getting dirty.
A new Big Brother CBS tonight.
Catch The Stalker series premiere, CBS Wednesday, October 1st after Criminal Minds.
Let's go. 50 Omaha said hut. Right there, nice. Losing feeling in my toes. Nothing beats that new car smell. Chicken parm, you taste so good.
Nationwide is on your side.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome.
So you're into fantasy football? Then you gotta check out these new one-week leagues on FanDuel.com. Check out Joe Watson. He turned $50 into $31 grand in 2 weeks on FanDuel. There's no season-long commitment, and with brand new leagues every week, you can pick a new team any week and get immediate cash payouts. And look, FanDuel is gonna pay out $400 million this year. You've gotta get your share. And now FanDuel is gonna match your first deposit. That's right. Sign up today, and FanDuel will double your deposit. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code BOOTLEG1.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Back in Lambeau for the start of the fourth quarter, along with our producer Bob Monsbach, our director Suzanne Smith, Greg Gumbel, Trent Green, Evan Washburn. 31-24, Green Bay. 15 minutes to play. Rodgers with all kinds of time. Look at the time. On the move now and got tripped up. Back at the 18-yard line by Demario Davis. Aaron may kick himself for that one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take a shot up at Jordy Nelson up the field. It would have been into double coverage, but I thought maybe that Jordy had a step. Just held on to the ball a little too long, couldn't escape, and there was nowhere for him to dump it off short.
So it's 2nd and 22. Lacy, hole up the middle. Closed in a hurry as he crossed the 20 to about the 22.
And really going back to that first down, that's a play that Aaron Rodgers should throw the ball away. You have that much time and nothing's open downfield. You've already got good field position. Throw it away, give yourself 2nd and 10 instead of what it ended up 2nd and 22. Yeah. So that's making it hard on yourself.
3rd and 18 now.
Different levels.
Rodgers again with a lot of time, and again he goes down, this time at the 12-yard line. Calvin Pace in on the Packer quarterback.
This is Aaron just trying to get the ball up the field. You'll see Pace down here on the bottom of your screen. They're only rushing 4. He's just trying to get the two outside receivers were both doing double moves, and he was trying to get a double move, but on 3rd and 18, the defense was smart enough to sit back, go back to the sticks, and not give up that big play.
So Jalen Saunders back for the Jets, who should get some decent field position out of this. And a fair catch is called for, and he dropped it and fell on it at the 35. 12:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Geno Smith looking for a game-tying touchdown.
I've been driving a Lincoln since long before anybody paid me to drive one. I didn't do it to be cool. I didn't do it to make a statement. I just liked it.
When the Galaxy Note launched in 2011, it was ahead of its time.
And naturally, when things are new and different, sometimes people aren't ready for them. Experts saw the bigger screen and were like, "You look like you're talking into a piece of toast." The Note is an unwieldy beast. Now it's not being dismissed by competitors. It's being imitated. Thing is, the Note is more than big. It's about being more productive. Wait for it. I like that part. More innovative. Oh, cool. More fun. Today, people are saying, is it just me or does the new iPhone 6 look like a Samsung Galaxy Note 2 from 2012? It's cute how Apple thinks their phablet is a fresh idea when Samsung Mobile has been excelling at them for years already. Hashtag next big thing. The new Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The next big thing is here.
We're back at the NFL.com Fantasy Football Combine.
Whoa, this guy got lightning in his fingers.
Or it's just that easy.
Join the NFL the easy way and play for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Despite the lopsided nature of this game, since the Jets led it at one point in the first half, 21-3, the Jets are very much in this. One touchdown down in good field position, starting now at their own 36-yard line. Geno Smith has that one batted down by Clay Matthews. Let's check in downstairs with Evan.
And Greg, they're starting this drive without Eric Decker. His return, the official word is doubtful with a hamstring. He's on the sideline right now without his helmet, but the official word is a doubtful return for Eric Decker.
Evan, thank you. That's 5 straight incompletions for Geno Smith. 2nd and 10. Smith on the move and across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. What was one of the topics of conversation with Geno Smith about sliding after the hits that he took last week against Oakland?
Well, it's the competitiveness that takes over, and that's what he is. And he understands now. He had conversations with Rex this week. You know, it's a long season, and you don't want to take any undue hits. You're gonna take your share anyway. So this time of game, it's, you know, Rex said he didn't have a problem with it, going for a first down, going for a touchdown, those kinds of things, but just to be careful.
3rd and 3. Smith, crossing pattern, incomplete. Salas, the intended receiver, covered by Tremont Williams. That's about the 3rd or 4th straight one of those that hasn't clicked for the Jets.
Well, but I like what they did this series. Last series, they continued trying to push the ball up the field. This time, that first down, they tried doing a screen play. It got knocked down. 2nd down, they tried a short pass, and Geno took off and run. That time, they tried a crossing route. Go back to what worked in the first half. Some of those short underneath throws, get the ball out of your hands quickly. They just didn't have success with it on this drive.
Randall Cobb back inside his own 15-yard line for the punt from Quigley. And he will let this one float. It bounces inside the 5. Did the Jets save it? They did. And it is down inside the 5-yard line. Salim Hakeem with the dive to keep it out of the end zone. So Aaron Rodgers will start with his back to his own end zone, but he has a 1-touchdown lead.
Let's hear it for Bud Light, the perfect beer for when you take over a town, make me the mayor, call it whatever USA. Then pack it to the brim with so much spontaneous, never thought I'd be doing this awesomeness that it's hard to believe we actually pulled it off, right? Body bowling, roller disco, Bud Light, tiny cars, tiny horses, big celebrities, Bud Light, dancing, karaoke, Bud Light, whatever that is. This guy, this girl, oh my, wow, look at that. Bud Light and Bud Light, then put it on the internet for everyone to see. And whatever else happened.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. Find out more at upforwhatever.com.
I have big news. Bacon and cheese have been stuffed in a crust.
Pizza Hut's new bacon and cheese stuffed crust with hardwood smoked bacon and a blend of 3 cheeses. For a limited time, get a large one topping for just $11.99 and a free 2-liter of Pepsi when you order online. Order now at pizzahut.com.
What can I do for you? I want you to find the man who kidnapped my wife. We've done this before, and we're going to do it again. Let her go, or you will be looking behind you for the rest of your worthless life. A Welcome on the Tombstones. Rated R.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Verizon XLTE, on America's largest and most reliable network. And by Pizza Hut's Bacon and Cheese Stuffed Crust. Bacon, enough said.
Welcome back to Lambeau. 31-24 Green Bay over the New York Jets. A reminder, Thursday, your football week starts here. And we'll go to the NFC South to check in on Tampa Bay taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Big-time matchups go prime time. Thursday night football on NFL Network and CBS. Still plenty of time, but you know Rex Ryan looking to that defense, which is now minus Muhammad Wilkerson.
Well, and now with the ball down inside the 5, this is where you can create field position for your offense. On the other side of things, Green Bay, this is an opportunity to put together a 6-7 minute drive, use up some clock, and get a field goal to make it a 2-possession game.
Hey, 7 socks. Beta, ready, set.
This is Lacy trying the left side, has a little running room and out across the 10 and close to a first down at the 13-yard line. How about the day Jordy Nelson's had, Trent?
It's been impressive, the connections that he's had with Aaron Rodgers. He's gone this one jumping over the top of a defender. There's been several throws where it's thrown behind him and he's reaching and catching the ball with his hands. He's shown speed, getting the ball up the field, getting big plays. Here with the cutback against the safety. He's had a tremendous day.
Flip. Bottom no. Are we? No, okay.
On first down. And Lacy once again. This drive started from the Packers' 3-yard line. Last time they started at their own 3, they drove 97 yards for a touchdown in the second quarter. And we notice there's no great hurry to get to the line now on the part of the Green Bay Packers.
That's been the up-tempo, trying to keep the pressure at bay by going the up-tempo and keeping the defense on their heels, trying to figure out when the ball is going to be snapped. And as you said, Greg, now just slowing down, trying to use up this clock. There's still a lot of time to go, but you might as well use it up when you can.
2nd and 7.
Green 18.
Quick pass, this side, Nelson. Brought down at the 20. That was DeJuan Landry. I think the fans want a face mask, but I thought he looked just below the face mask.
It looked like he got him up on the neck and got his hands inside the shoulder pad, and that's why it was such a violent takedown, because he had control of your shoulder pads, which are obviously attached to you, and it gets his entire body to twist around.
3rd and 2. And we get a whistle and a Jet timeout. So the Jets used their second timeout in this half.
Well, they only had 10 on the field.
And those are the kinds of things that can prove costly towards the end of a game when you can use an extra timeout.
You're right, and especially in this kind of game where you're trying to mount a comeback, come from behind, and you're right, you need those down the stretch.
Week 2 continues with Sunday Night Football tonight at 8:30 Eastern Time on NBC. And then tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. So 3rd and 2, and Rex Ryan and the Jets down to 1 timeout left with just over 9.5 to play here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers throwing this side, incomplete, intended for Nelson.
This is a catch that Jordy Nelson has caught 3 of those already today, and that's a ball, you place it low and away from the corner, Jordy's 2 yards past the first down sticks. It's a set deal wherever the first down marker is, whether it's 8 yards, 6 yards, in this case 3 yards, go 2 yards past the sticks, throw it low and away. He just didn't bring it in.
So the Jet defense stands tall, and now let's see what kind of field position they get. This is Saunders from his own 23. Nice move. And then cut down at about the 32-yard line. John Kuhn with the tackle. Can you tell from the crowd reaction?
Automotive innovation starts right here with a control pad that can read your handwriting, a widescreen multimedia center, and a head-up display for enhanced driver focus, all inside a newly redesigned cabin of unrivaled style and comfort. The all-new C-Class, at the very touch point of performance and innovation.
Feel it?
JJ, what?
You know the game's on tonight, right, Amy?
I know, but it's my turn to chaperone.
Right, but you can do both.
How?
NFL Mobile is now free with the More Everything plan from Verizon.
I have Verizon.
Download it, and you can watch the game right here.
Come on, Miss Boogie! Oh, Helen.
For the first time, watch live local Sunday games on NFL Mobile, included with the More Everything plan, exclusively from Verizon.
Do you know what they're doing? He's playing chess with a grandmaster who's about to lose.
Checkmate in 8 moves.
Your son is a genius. You want to know about your son? I can translate him for you.
Bad guys are getting smarter, and I can't train my agents to think like you do.
I need you.
Scorpion, CBS Monday, September 22nd.
New this fall, the next big thing happens in the Big Easy.
My city, my way.
I think somebody staged this.
We're having a bonding moment here.
NCIS New Orleans premieres CBS Tuesday, September 23rd.
Mentioned this earlier, it's been a long time since the Jets lost a game in which they led by 18 or more. 31-24 Green Bay. This is Chris Ivory. Across the 35 to about the 37. Jets are playing this game now without the services of wide receiver Eric Decker, who pulled up on this play, grabbed that hamstring, came back for one play and couldn't go anymore. 2nd and 5. Smith throwing, Curley out of bounds at the 41. That's about 2 yards short of a first down.
Nice composure by Geno Smith. Pressure coming at him. Being able to lay this ball out to the sideline. He's shown this a couple times today, and this is just the maturation that he's shown as a quarterback. Marty Morningwood talked about it's a 180-degree turn for him last year compared to this year, just how much better he is and how much more comfortable he is.
Let's see what he does on 3rd down. This is Powell, and Powell trying the right side and gets the first down. Out to the 44, close to the 45-yard line. And Mike Vick comes trotting onto the field.
Well, the Jets bring in 3 tight ends.
Vick takes the snap, rolling this way. And under pressure and goes down. Chased down by Clay Matthews.
That's just a one-man route. You can see he's trying to look to the backside. He has a backside deep post going on with a throwback underneath. I thought he was going to take off and run. He made that initial read. I thought he realized what was going on and would take off. Puts him in a tough 2nd and long.
Second and 13 now for Geno Smith. Running out of time, throws far side, wide open is Bohannon, and Bohannon across midfield has a first down inside the Green Bay 45.
And that's a great decision by Geno Smith, realizing there's nothing up the field. You see with his eyes, he's tracking up the field. He knows where his outlet is. He gets over to him. This isn't the time of the game where you want to take some major chances. You still have plenty of time left on the clock. You still have a couple of timeouts, or you still have one timeout.
On first down, Chris Johnson to the 40.
Now, you do obviously get to certain times in the game where you have to be a little bit more risky, but that wasn't the time. So good decision by Geno, dumping it off and putting him in field position.
We come up on 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth. 2nd and 8. The handoff again to Johnson, and Johnson inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Those of you expecting to see 60 minutes, this is the NFL on CBS in the game between the Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Trent Green and Evan Washburn, I'm Greg Gumbel. It is 31-24 Green Bay. 60 minutes will be seen in its entirety immediately following this game, except on the West Coast. 3rd and 5. Bilal Powell doesn't get close to a first down. So what does Rex Ryan do here?
Well, considering in the first half he went for it on 4th down when he was already in field goal range, this isn't necessarily field goal range. This here would be 54, 55-yard kick. And yes, Polk can make this distance of a kick, but I think Rex's track record shows he's going for it.
1 for 1 on 4th down today. Smith going deep for it all to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Jeremy Curley.
They had blown the whistle before the play was snapped.
Prior to the snap, New York called its 3rd and final timeout.
Because of the crowd noise, it was hard to hear the whistle.
You can read Rex Ryan's lips. He said, "Who called timeout?"
He's yelling it, calling for it.
Please reset the game clock to 5:06. 5:06 on the game clock.
So we'll do 4th and 4 again.
5:06. Thank you.
Geno Smith throwing this side, and that's complete at the 30-yard line for a first down to David Nelson. Well, the word we're getting from Mike Carey, our official expert in New York, is that only the head coach can call a timeout from the sideline.
Well, to defend the official, he can't turn and see who it is that's calling it, but Morningwig was running down the sideline trying to get Rex Ryan's attention.
This is Chris Ivory. Ivory inside the 30. So what just happened was on 4th and 4, Geno Smith threw a touchdown pass to Jeremy Curley. However, Marty Morningweg apparently signaled for a timeout on the sideline, which negated the touchdown. And our officiating expert in New York, Mike Carey, says that's strange because only a head coach can call a timeout. But as you point out, Trent, the officials can't really turn and identify. 2nd and 8. Running out of time. Got the snap off. Geno Smith throwing far side of the field, tipped in the air, incomplete. intended for Chris Johnson, broken up by Julius Peppers.
Well, and that's a size mismatch for Julius Peppers, but great job by Chris Johnson going up and preventing Peppers from coming down with that football. Geno Smith was under duress. He was getting pressure, and he had to get rid of the football. Nice job by Chris Johnson.
Geno Smith, 3 for his last 10 throwing, 3rd and 8. With time, throwing, incomplete at the 15-yard line, and he had Curley open.
He had Curley open, but someone tipped it at the line of scrimmage. They're bringing everybody from the right side. Does a nice job. Curley does. It's almost an out with a sit down. We call that a stop route. We just give the corner an out move, and then you just sit right at the top of the numbers. It's a spot throw for the quarterback. But there's a Green Bay defender that got a hand on it.
4th and 8. Here they come. Smith throwing to the end zone, in the air, incomplete. Jeremy Curley wants a call. He's not getting one. Sam Shields with the defensive play, and the ball goes over to the Packers on down.
Thanks for all the savings with the discount double check. Gonna come in really handy with the baby.
You're all set. Let me make you a copy.
Ashley making copies, the Ashmeister.
Hi, Rich. This is Steve and Sandy.
Steve and Sandy and Steve-O Jr.
Actually, we're having a little girl. We're gonna name her Abigne Apollinaria.
Steve's kid. Steve and Sandy getting it done. More people-orama.
Making savings with a discount double check. State Farm.
Welcome to the new Cricket Wireless. Just how big is our 4G LTE network? Bigger than T-Mobile, Sprint, and Metro PCS. Plans start at just $35 a month after $5 autopay credit. Cricket, something to smile about.
Former baseball player John Rocker is coming to Survivor. Season premiere Wednesday, September 24th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by America's Navy. And by Subway Restaurants. Fuel your training routine at Subway. Subway. Train hard, eat fresh.
Welcome back to Lambeau Field. 31-24, Packers, 3.5 to play. Let's go back to that one play, Trent.
Well, this is 4th and 4, and you'll see Marty Morningwig right here, but Rex Ryan's right next to the official. So the head coach is the only coach on the sideline that can call a timeout. Marty Morningwig runs down, and he's yelling at Rex Ryan for the timeout, but the official can't turn and see who's calling it. Rex Ryan doesn't call the timeout. It's Marty that's yelling for a timeout. But the official blows the whistle.
And it wiped out the touchdown pass to Curley, and then the 4th down attempt there. Incomplete. And the Jets are out of timeouts with 3.5 to play. Lacy. And the Jets cannot stop the clock. A reminder, 60 minutes coming up next here on CBS.
Green Bay is not going to completely forget about the pass here now. They've got to get a first down for this clock to run out. Even though the Jets have no timeout, it's important for Green Bay not to give the ball back to the Jets, just to give them a desperation try at the end of the game. So even though they ran on first down, that's to keep the clock moving. But don't be surprised if on 2nd or 3rd down they try a short pass, keep them in bounds, and try and continue this clock moving.
Yeah, leave it on. 319. 319.
Lacy again, left side. And he pushes his way out close to the 35-yard line. And the Packers can take this right to the 2-minute warning. Jets jumped off to a 21-3 lead, got a turnover on the very first snap of the game when Aaron Rodgers fumbled. Turned it into a touchdown, jumped to a 21-3 lead, and then back came the Packers. So it'll be a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in Green Bay. 31-24 Packers.
We're celebrating all September long at Subway, because this month only, the always popular Italian BMT is now a famous $5 footlong. Yup, $5 gets you this perfect flavor blend of Genoa salami, pepperoni, and Black Forest ham. Subway, eat fresh. It's a September celebration at Subway, where one of our best subs, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, is now the $3 6-inch select. Big on flavor, low on fat, and all yours for just $3 all September long. Subway, eat fresh.
Okay, Google, how long do koalas sleep each day?
On average, a koala sleeps somewhere between 18 and 22 hours every day.
That's the life.
You are a business pro, ruler of the rule book, keeper of composure, and when push comes to shove, you never give an inch. And you rent from National, because only National lets you choose any car in the aisle and go. And only National is ranked highest in car rental customer satisfaction by J.D. Power.
Touchdown.
Good call, business pro. Good call. Go National. Go like a pro.
Halo. Did you do that? Okay, Google. Find me dog obedience lessons around here.
Here are the listings for dog obedience training.
Did you do that to the pillow?
This fall, TV's #1 comedy will smash the boundaries of time and space.
Is that true? Everything I say is true.
When it moves to Monday.
No way.
The Big Bang Theory moves to Mondays beginning CBS September 22nd.
A reminder, tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and Alabama's head coach Nick Saban, followed by a new episode of Big Brother and the season finale of Unforgettable. Tonight, only CBS. What do the Packers do here, Trent?
Well, there's two trains of thought. Offensive mentality is to throw the ball, attack, and try and not give the ball back to the other team. Defensive mentality would be run the ball. If you pick it up, great. Then punt it and trust your defense.
Rodgers going to throw it. Quick pass, complete for a first down and more. There goes Nelson to midfield, and that'll put the icing on the cake for the Green Bay Packers.
And if I had Aaron Rodgers, I'd have that offensive mentality and be aggressive and go for it. And
Aaron Rodgers just passed Bart Starr for the second most yards in franchise history, behind only Brett Favre.
And Jordy Nelson just went over 200 yards receiving. So, and that play just cinched the game for the Packers.
24,732. Rodgers takes the knee, and one more knee will do it. Green Bay gets into the win column here at home and will next take on Detroit and then Chicago. So big games in the NFC North, followed by Minnesota as well. The Jets gave it a battle. They will next play Chicago on Monday night. And that'll do it. The Jets had it early. The Packers came on strong late. And Green Bay wins its 51st home opener. And 699 regular season wins for this great franchise. Aaron Rodgers engineered the comeback, and he did it well. Once again, our final score: The Green Bay Packers 31. And the New York Jets 24. Coming up next, 60 Minutes, followed by The Big Bang Theory and back-to-back episodes of Unforgettable. For Trent Green, Evan Washburn, and our entire crew here in Green Bay, Greg Gumbel saying so long from Lambeau. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.
Great rates for great rides. Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Play of the Day.
With 19 seconds remaining in the first half, Minnesota's kicker Blair Walsh attempted a 48-yard field goal blocked by New England's Chandler Jones. Scoops up the ball, outruns the Vikings' Jeff Locke for a 58-yard score. His touchdown gave the Patriots a 24-7 lead at the half.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
When a pro at any 2014 PGA Tour event sinks a hole-in-one, Quicken Loans could pay your mortgage for an entire year.
Truly amazing.
Enter today at pgatour.com/Quicken Loans.
My city, my way.
I think somebody staged this.
We're having a bonding moment here.
NCIS New Orleans premieres CBS Tuesday, September 23rd.
You will fly Southwest. You will fly Southwest. You will go to southwest.com and book a flight. Is it working? How about now? Now?
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Jennifer Loves You joins Criminal Minds. Season premiere Wednesday, October 1st.
We've been fortunate enough to win 4 Super Bowls in this franchise, and our scouts are a huge part of that.
This is a behemoth of a man.
This kid will bring an attitude, toughness, and instinct we haven't had in 2 years.
Everybody's goal is to win.
Your team is as good as the 53rd guy, not just the great players.
Take a never-before-seen look inside the life of an NFL scout.
We think this guy's a weapon.
Finding Giants, an NFL Network original series. Premieres Tuesday, September 30th, only on NFL Network.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
What?
Jesse, don't go! Jesse, no!
I'm sorry, Daisy, but I'm a loner, and a loner's gotta be alone.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
1, 2, 3.
The all-new, head-turning Cadillac ATS Coupe. It's irresistible.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite. We invented light beer. And you're welcome.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
This was a presentation of DirecTV, exclusive home of the Red Zone channel, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, the Rich Eisen Show, and America's premier source for sports television.